Knitting.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Sit and Knit for a Bit with Arne and Carlos.
And we, as always, your hosts, Arne and
Arne and
Carlos.
Carlos.
I'm busy knitting and purling here, sorry about that, Arne.
Yeah.
But yes, we are back with yet another episode of our Wednesday podcast, Sit and Knit for a Bit, which we have been doing since the pandemic. If you are new here on our channel, and you may be, if you are, you need to know a little bit about the background. During the pandemic, when we were all under lockdown, Arne and I decided, because at the time we did knitting tutorials mainly, and at that time we decided to do a daily podcast, which we call the Quarantine Podcast.
Yeah, because everything we had planned for was cancelled.
Yeah.
Like we had trips to Japan, Australia, New Zealand, England. We have trips all over and they were all cancelled.
Yeah.
So,
and then that weekly or that daily podcast eventually became a weekly podcast that we named Sit in It for a Bit. And we have been doing this since 2020.
yeah. And then we posted a square.
Yeah, back then we did. We posted
a knitted
squares,
square
a knitted square.
every day.
Yeah, we need to go back to those squares, Arne, and show them what we've done with them. Have we done something with them?
Oh, still working on it.
Still working on them.
There's
yeah.
so many UFOs. That's the problem now because we have UFOs everywhere.
Yeah, that's always the problem. We'll talk a little bit about the UFOs and what we found during our excavation of Arne's studio a little bit later.
We found more.
Yeah, but yeah, Sit in It for a Bit is a podcast where we talk about, we recap our lives basically. Our lives involve a lot of design work because we are knitting designers or knitwear designers. We've been working as professional designers for over 20 years, and we originally came from the fashion industry. So yeah, right
That's
now...
when the knitting was our hobby.
Yeah, that's when our knitting was our hobby, and then from one day to another, it became our job when we decided to do knitting patterns. Before that, we actually designed, and it was all made in factories. And now we're doing, for example, I'm doing this cowl that we need to get ready, and then we're going to sell the pattern on our web shop
For the winter.
For the winter, yeah. I don't know when we're going to release it. I don't think people are knitting that much right now in the summer.
I have no clue. I don't know.
Or maybe they are. We've read that there's a heat wave in the USA right now.
And there's a flood in New York and around there.
So we are. We're thinking about you.
Safe.
Yeah,
Stay
we're
inside.
thinking about all our friends in those areas, and we hope that you stay safe. And luckily in America, many people have air conditioning. So we don't have that here in Norway, at least not where we live. We don't need it at the moment. But hopefully you're indoors in the air condition.
It's warm here. Well, we have open windows and open door.
Yeah.
Because it's quite warm.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a heat wave.
No, we don't have a heat wave.
But in the south of Europe, they say it was around 40 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
So it's warm.
Which I think is around 110 Fahrenheit, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe people right now are too hot to knit. We can knit all year round because of the cool weather we have here. Although it is warm right now in Norway. We've had our own kind of heat wave-ish. But our heat wave, in terms of temperature, it never goes over 30 degrees Celsius, 90.
Not
90
Not
Fahrenheit.
really.
And the past few days it's been raining.
Yeah.
So
that was good actually.
Yeah.
We needed rain.
Absolutely. So yeah, Sit in It for a Bit has been going on for a few years now. The last year we've been having a little bit of a problem with Sit in It for a Bit because we've been traveling more and we are posting twice a week. So we're always or nowadays experimenting
We see what's working.
with the format to see what works for us. And we figured that this year what really worked was to do Sit in It for a Bit weekly in the summer when we know that we're not traveling and we're here.
Yeah, but it's not live because we have a meeting tomorrow and we have to tape it this time. But then we also had a lot of different feedback. Some people like it better when it's live and a lot of people don't like it when it's live. So we try to please everyone.
We do, yeah.
It's hard to find out
but it's
what's the
interesting.
right and what's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, it's interesting to read the feedback. And as Arne was saying, some people really love it when it's pre-recorded and we're not reading the chat and we're not losing the attention of the camera.
Yeah, or losing the thread.
Or losing, well, we digress all the time, don't we? I mean, when haven't we digressed?
Happens all. And today we're both knitting. We're sitting and knitting.
Yeah, sit in it for a bit, and we are sitting and knitting for a bit. So if you know, I mean, maybe you're inspired by us, pull up a nice chair. Oh, I'm just realizing how amazing the colors look, Arne.
Which
I mean,
color?
well, oh, look at this. We've got the mustard wall. We've got my pastel green shirt that matches your T-shirt, which is
it's also
it's a nuance.
We think about everything.
It's a nuance darker, and then you've got all the little, you know, you've got the oranges, the pinks, and the yellows.
I even know
and then you have this thing that goes on top. I mean, it is just fabulous. And then bring up your knitting. I mean, come on. It's like you know what? It's like we were standing here for an hour color coordinating everything before we went on.
Which we didn't.
Which we absolutely did not do.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. We didn't. It's all very in the moment. We're intuitive people, right?
Yeah.
And we don't really plan things like that. But it is cool. I just realized how color coordinated the walls and everything is.
And you've been decorating this morning. You have a new bug behind you,
a little butterfly in there behind there. I didn't kill it.
No, these are antique.
Yeah.
I had to put the knitting down. I can't talk.
We got it in a thrift store. It was $1 for this little butterfly.
And look,
here.
we got more.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
It was $1, and they are from.
These
actually, they're dated.
Beautiful.
They're dated in the back. They're from Sweden, and they are not dated.
No, this one says.
But I think they're from like the 1920s or 30s.
This has two different butterflies, and it says the first one is the blåvinge, a blue ling, and the other one is a Kohas hyale from Sweden.
Moose.
Moose.
So if you don't know Freya is our poodle. She is under the table. And every time she barks, we say moose. Why do we do that?
Because in the winter, there are probably a moose in the garden. Or it has been. There's been tracks everywhere.
I was hoping you would come up with an excuse.
No.
But
that one. Yeah, because, like kids,
yeah. So if
parents who can't control their kids.
Yeah, when kids are running crazy in the restaurants, right? When they're running amok in a restaurant, other people who are being disturbed by these nasty kids look at the parents with a very accusing kind of look, like this, right? And then some parents might be embarrassed, and they might say,
"It's not my kid."
Well, no, I don't think they would ever say that. But they do, but they can.
Who owned these kids?
Yeah, but they can come up with like a excuse, like, oh, they've never behaved like that before, which is like, yeah, right. Freya is like that. She's like that naughty child that runs around in restaurants like crazy, except she barks. And so we pretend there's a moose outside, and we say moose, so that you don't think that we've educated our dog badly.
Bad parenting.
Or didn't educate our dog, so bad dog parenting.
But now, Carlos, I'm going to put this away because I can't talk and knit.
Well, you talk a little, then I'll do some knitting.
But now this is the 5th ball. And now I'm almost finishing. One more ball, and then it's finished. Look.
Okay, yeah.
Winter can come.
And we've been running a knit along with the peacock scarf. This is the first time ever that one of the designs that we haven't actually finished, but that we started, was sold as a finished pattern on our website.
Because a lot of people liked it, and we said, why don't we knit it together? Yeah. So we posted the pattern before it was finished. And have you seen? I have seen a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I have. If you look for, if you hashtag ARNE CARLOS.
Is that on Instagram?
Yeah. If you hashtag or Facebook, if you hashtag ARNE CARLOS.
But I never do Facebook.
Well, I can show you, but a lot of patterns pop up. I don't really do Facebook either, but I can show you.
Yeah.
But a lot of the images pop up, and it's nice to see them. And we are running a competition, and when we finish the regular publishing of Sit and Knit for a Bit episodes, which will be in mid-August when we start traveling again, we are gonna do we're gonna randomly select a picture, and the lucky winner will win what?
We are preparing a little envelope, or a big envelope, with what you call that again? Scraps, things from our
paper scraps,
and like stuff from our what you call that, from before, when we worked in the fashion industry, and drawings and
Postcards, a little paper, wrappings.
Things we keep to put in our scrapbooks. Because we went to England to Benjamin Pollock's toy store and he sold these plastic bags with all scraps. And I really loved it. So I bought the 2 we had left. And it's always so fun when you go into these bags and you open them and there's like, I don't know the English word, but glansbilder, the pictures that kids collected and glued in books, and there are postcards, there are all like cutouts from magazines, and we want to share that with one of you, or maybe 2. We'll see how much scrap we collect.
I think I'm going to need to rip this out.
Let me see.
Sorry for the interruption.
What happened there?
I don't know. I think...
It's just the loose one.
A loose one, yeah. So I'm going to go back.
It will be in the fold when you fold it down. Don't worry.
It will? Okay. Oh, you see?
No one cares.
You see, we all make mistakes. Anyway,
we don't have to be so picky.
So the winner...
And the winner will get that, and we will post it before we go on the next trip.
Yeah. So that's a great...
I found some really nice things I'm going to put in there.
That's a great...
I went down to the local store and I found some nice stuff.
Great.
But where is it? I've been looking for things this week.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
So Arne puts things all over the place and I tend to tidy up. So I tend to remove the things that he puts.
But it's not necessarily you, because when we have people coming to the house and I have put all the stuff out, I panic sometimes, and then I just take it like this and put it in like a box and carry it out. So now this week I've been looking for my buttons. I can show you people.
Oh yeah, the hooks.
So
have you found them?
No. So I finished my sweater.
And you've looked everywhere I told you to look?
Yeah.
And still nothing?
I finished the sweater that was too tight. I made it into a jacket.
So that's the sweater that shrunk in the closet, as we like saying, because things shrink in the closet after 30 years. Yeah. Not wearing them, they shrink because they haven't been used.
So I made new plackets, buttonholes. I found these buttons in Iceland, in Reykjavik. So I bought this a few years ago. And
It's funny because when we got the buttons, I do remember... Oh, fly. So when we got the buttons in Reykjavik, in Iceland, I remember it was back in the day when we actually were doing the tutorial that we forgot about, because we were doing a new Steeking tutorial, because we've actually done a whole series on Steeking on our YouTube channel. And we did the first series of Steeking in 2016.
Yeah, part 1 is from 2016.
Yeah, but we did it with a yarn that we had designed for Regia, remember?
Yeah, that one. But this one is not from
16. Wait. So we designed this whole series of episodes, Steeking from the beginning to the end. It was the whole thing. And we did that in 2016. And then in 2019 or 20, we started to do, again, we wanted to revisit the Steeking, and then we came up with this idea, which is quite brilliant, because a lot of people are really scared of Steeking. So our idea was go to the thrift store, buy a cheap, hand-knitted but cheap sweater for $5, bring it home, steek that.
Yeah, once on that one.
Yeah, once you practice your Steeking on something that you haven't spent 8 months knitting, and once you do it one time, you will get over your fear. So that was the idea with this tutorial. And so we started it with this sweater that had shrunk in the closet because Arne hadn't worn it for 30 years and it's very tight. And, you know, it's still tight. So you're still going to have to wear it open. I'm sorry. But it is.
I could have made wider plackets.
Yeah. But I can't wear it.
Wear it now.
Yeah, I can't. So I'm not going to be the one saying.
So, but then I had this nice, what do you call that? Hemper?
Well, it was a sweater. You had nothing on it.
No, I had this I got this folk costume from Gary in Washington.
Yeah.
And in Tacoma, and there was this hooks.
Yeah.
What you call it?
Yeah, hooks or clasps.
On the vest for the folk costume, and I changed them with something in silver, and then the plan was to put those on this one, so there will be those on top, and I'm still looking for them.
I know.
But I finished it now.
But
I've sewn down this. I made the picot hem.
Yeah, it's fabulous. And the buttons, we already, we've selected them for this sweater when we were in Iceland.
Yeah.
Did you do a close-up so everybody could see the button?
The strange thing is that, or the stupid thing is, we bought this and we have, now when I'm cleaning, I found so many buttons.
Yeah.
But we did, well, they're different from the other one.
But these are beautiful.
These are cool.
These are in pewter.
Yeah, I think it is. Or,
I think it is too. Yeah, they're really nice. But yeah, that's the other thing that we've been doing this summer. You know, recapping our life. We've been cleaning. So the whole story. I don't think we've told the story of the closet. Have we?
no, we haven't. I don't think we have.
Okay, so we've been doing some renovation here in our home, but it was actually out of necessity. We had an issue with water, which is probably the worst issue to have in your home, and it turned out that on the end of this house, on this side, it wasn't well isolated, so everything in the roof was melting. So in the winter we have a lot of ice and snow. Well, we have a lot of snow because we live in Norway, and then the snow ended up on the roof. And then because the isolation from the inside was so bad, the heat was escaping. And what it was doing, it was melting the snow, turning it into ice. And we had issues.
There was like ice sticks or what you,
and we've had them,
icicles. Icicles hanging down.
And we had issues in the kitchen as well, where we had some water damage. So surely but slowly, because it's expensive and we can't do it all at once. But we have been gently, you know, dealing with this issue. Room by room, you know, we save up some money, we do our renovation, then we have to save up more, then we do it again, and that's how life is. So this spring, we did the part of the roof that is, you know, there's a bedroom up there. And when we did that, we decided to redo the whole bedroom. So it got new paneling, a new floor, because the floor was not nice. I mean,
it was so crooked.
Everything was crooked.
It was like 17 centimeters difference from the highest point to the lowest point. So when we walked over the floor before, we felt we were going down the hill and up the hill.
Yeah.
And we're still not used to walking on a flat floor.
Correct.
It's really strange to go into the room because the floor is flat.
And the floor was not a good floor. It was like an underfloor. I mean, you know, in the old days, there would have been a wooden floor on top of that floor, to put it that way. Anyway, we put a new floor in, and we corrected the crookedness of the room. Then we had to put in a new window, which we weren't factoring in. But the floor was raised so that the bar of the window came here, and we couldn't look out. So we had to do a new window, which cost more money that we had to find. So we did that. And then, so what was my, oh yeah, and then we had these IKEA closets in there.
Yeah, that's...
And suddenly the IKEA closets didn't fit anymore because everything got more compact. The ceiling was lowered, the roof was heightened, so we couldn't have them.
And they were also so heavy with jeans and knitwear, so they broke. They were like hanging down every now and then.
Yeah, the closets were falling apart.
And there was nothing to screw in anymore because we'd done it so many times. So it was like everything was going apart, falling apart.
So we came up with a brilliant idea, which was...
we should build a new wardrobe.
Bespoke.
And we did.
Have some, you know, carpenters come, take the measurements and do it. And they did.
And it looks great.
We got back an amazing closet. It is so beautiful. It's gorgeous, except for one thing.
Then we couldn't we didn't have space for all the clothes anymore. We lost how many percentage?
So we forgot to tell the carpenters that we wanted the same depth in our closet as the IKEA drawers. Now, the IKEA drawers are 60 centimeters deep. We got 50 centimeters times 8 drawers, and suddenly we have space for nothing, or half of what we had space for before.
So, the end of the story is that I have to clean more in my studio, or the messy room, to get space for a new cupboard. So now closet. So we bought a new IKEA closet to get
more space
into. Like so now we have
towels, bedclothes,
the folk costumes,
winter jackets, winter clothes, outdoor winter clothes. You know, like
the tour gear, because we do a lot of tours.
Yeah, skiing gear.
Like when we hike or.
Yeah, all that used to be in the closets in the bedroom with a lot of other stuff, but now it didn't fit. So I ended up. But you know what? All's well that ends well. I'm actually happy.
You're happy because I've never been so clean in that room.
Well, that's happy, and also I'm happy that we actually have more space than we had before, because in the end of the story, I was having a nervous breakdown because the closets came out wrong, Because, assumption is the mother of all screw-ups. And you screw up because you assume things. And in this case, we screwed up because we assumed the carpenters would do the same depth of the drawer. So it's our fault. We didn't even complain.
But now
we didn't even tell. They don't even know.
No,
maybe they
if
will.
they see this, they know. But I think we had too much in those IKEA.
Yeah,
we had to be careful with the other one, the new one. Because we had so many sweaters and we used maybe half of them. So we had to take some of them away and store them in the other house, the storage house.
And they were definitely overstocked.
Yeah.
The closets. And one of the big problems is that we live in an old train station. This building is from 1905, but it's a train station. It's small. It's a small building. And the problem is that we don't, because it was a train station.
Yeah, there's no storage room. There's a storage house.
Yeah. On the bright side, we have rooms, we have rooms after each other. We don't have hallways because we have one room that goes into another, that goes into another. It's really nice. That's the upside. The downside is there's not a lot of storage here. So we're actually going to build an extension, and that's been in the planning for many years.
Yeah, and now
and finally we have the finance to build it.
So we have put down all the pipes because it's going to be a new bathroom, and then all the carpenters and everyone went on holiday.
Yeah. But
it's raining, Carlos. The door is open.
Oh, which door?
This one.
Oh, okay.
I should close it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have rain.
I'll entertain anyone while you do that.
You can do that.
Yeah. And so we're building an extension. It's going to have a bathroom downstairs plus a utility room with laundry and some closets. And upstairs is going to be one more bedroom, which is nice. We'll have 3 bedrooms in this house. Yeah. Plus the 4th, which is a little bathhouse.
Or it can be my new studio.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 3 bedrooms. 3 bedrooms from a realtor point of view. Sorry. I talked too much.
I found my inspiration. The inspiration for the room.
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
It's from, what's his name? You should close that window. There's a lot of rain coming on the window. I don't like having rain on the wood.
Oh, wow. It's some powerful rain now.
No, we went to Italy, and there was one house and garden that wasn't on the tour that we went to see. What's it called?
Il Vittoriale.
Il Vittoriale.
Yeah.
And there was this beautiful office. I had to find the book and show one day. That's the inspiration.
But are you aware? I think I have to tell you this now. I don't know if you know. But are you aware that if you take the new room that is going to be upstairs, are you aware that your office is going to be smaller than it is now?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have a lot of stuff in the other house.
But you are aware.
My new life is very minimalistic.
Good.
I totally Marie Kondoed everything.
I know you Marie Kondoed everything. But what I'm trying to say is, you're not going to get 2 rooms, okay?
No. I'm good with one.
If you take over the new room, it means you have to give up the existing room.
Exactly. That would be a new bedroom.
Yeah, correct.
But you can decorate.
No. I don't need to decorate it. I'm just trying to kind of explain to you that you can't have both.
This changed so quick. We just had sun.
Yeah.
And now everything went dark.
I love it. I love this summer rain.
Pouring down. It's beautiful.
It is.
So, okay, Carlos. Now I'm going to talk about what I found.
Oh yeah, so
I found stuff.
So because of this whole closet thing, so you see, one thing leads to another, and because of all the closet stuff, we are now going through everything that was in Arne's studio, and it's layers and layers
of stuff.
Yeah.
No, but it's not only that, because when I take things out of the studio, I bring it to the storage house, and there's even more in 2 houses. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff, and there's one room I have almost cleaned up now.
Good.
You haven't seen it, but it's it's getting better.
I'm looking forward to going in and being wowed.
Yeah, you could be wowed. And then I find stuff. So today I found this piece, and you don't remember where this came from.
It's beautiful though.
This is a crochet thing that it never became bigger than this.
It's gorgeous.
I think it's nice. but I don't know if I wrote down the pattern or anything.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
No.
Snowflakes.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be
snowflakes.
maybe it could be a Christmas blanket if we did it in red, white, and green.
Yeah.
That would be lovely. What do you think? If you agree, if you like it, please put your comment down below. Let us know. I'm sorry, I'm having some issues with my throat. I'm so sorry.
It could be red, white, and green on the outside. I will try. I have to go through, look at this and see what I've done, and maybe I can create.
Could it be?
I think it's nice.
Judging from the colors, which I find are quite Japanesey.
Could it be something we did
Could it
for
be
Japan?
something
maybe?
we did for Hobira Hobira?
Maybe we have done it for Hobira Hobira. You see, when you do so many things, it's really hard to remember what you did. But I will work on this one. And then I found this thing. This is something I did when I was little. Maybe I was like 7 or 6 years. I have
Was
no
that in
clue.
your studio as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
kept it for all these years. And this is something I learned from a neighbor. He was a sailor. I remember, and he came home and then he had like photos from all over the world, and his hobby was embroidery. So he showed me how to make this one. And
nice.
I couldn't remember how it was made, and then I found the technique in an old arts and craft magazine. So now I have the technique. So I think I will take it out again. I'll take it up again, like do some pillows or something.
I think it's so
it's like
beautiful.
a diamond stitch. You see.
Yeah, there's a lot of texture there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a layer on a layer on a layer. It's beautiful.
I really couldn't remember how I made it, but now I found the pattern, an old one. So this is quite fun. And I thought that the white on the canvas, look, there's like white on the canvas. I thought that was the frames, so I had to work inside the frame.
But it's nice.
Now I know better.
Yeah, but it's nice, Arne.
It's nice. Okay.
But it's very nice.
This I kept
How
this
old
for
were you?
Maybe 7 or something. I'm not
Are you
sure.
kidding
This
me?
is a long time ago.
Are you kidding me? You did that when you were 7 years old?
Yeah.
I actually, you know what I have to say? I actually like the canvas thing, because you know what? It gives it even more.
Yeah, but you can't get this kind of canvas anymore.
But
it's
Arne,
not in Norway. This was the old-fashioned canvas.
The fact that you have that, it creates a very defined kind of seam around it. It almost makes it look quilted, which I find is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's happening
What
with my
happened
voice?
was maybe you ate. Maybe you swallowed the fly. There was a fly here.
No,
I can
no,
see
no.
it now.
I did not
It's
swallow a fly.
No, it's on the window.
So this reminds me, this little thing, by the way, I can't get over he did that when he was 7. I mean, hello. But it reminds me of a piece of paper from Schiaparelli, remember? The perfume ad.
That we use as inspiration for our collection.
Yeah.
We should show that piece once. Have we
should.
ever showed that? Because
Probably not.
I have been organizing, and now I think I'm up to 15 big boxes with garments from our collections. Because we have a lot of the prototypes, almost everything. Not the things we gave away, because we gave away clothes to the models. We pay them in clothes for doing the catwalk or the photo shoot. So there's a lot of things we don't have, but we also have a lot of stuff. So this is a technique I'm gonna do now.
That's beautiful.
But first I have to finish the dead lady's horses.
But even if you said, Arne, even if you said, I know better now, but look at how nice that is.
Yeah, you like it with those lines?
I do.
But you could sew lines with another thread.
Yeah,
so it's all...
you can. But I think that the lines, look, we'll do this so people can see. I think those lines actually make it quite interesting. It is definitely a part of the design now, because sorry, I'm blocking you.
It is, because I made it like that.
But it's beautiful.
I didn't know.
It's so, no, don't say that. It is so beautiful. You did a great job. And I mean, you were 7. That's amazing.
I think I was 7, maybe, I don't know. It's a long time ago.
Well, it's amazing.
I had it on the room.
When I was 7, I was playing with Lego.
I'm
telling my
Lego.
sister to leave my room.
Yeah, I didn't have Lego. I have, what you call, cones? Is that the word? Kongler?
Oh, pine cones.
Pine cones? And animals, plastic animals.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of cows and horses.
I had Lego.
I remember my grandmother made a barn for us. She put up like wooden pieces and made rooms. And then we were collecting pine cones, and we put matches in as feet and horn for the cows. And then we had like a lot of animals in that barn. So that's our Lego.
Yeah.
You put matches in a pine cone.
Fun.
But it worked. And then I found this one, Carlos.
Okay. Ooh, your stamps.
Stamp collection. So I'm going to put these in my scrapbook. There's even more stamps. So it's good now. I know where that is. And then I found something really funny that you will like. You haven't seen this one.
Okay, let me put my knitting down. I'm putting my knitting down.
Look at this. I've been looking for.
Can I see it? Oh, it's a Danish.
No, it's Norwegian.
It's Norwegian?
Yeah, but it's written in is it Gothic?
But this is Old Norwegian.
Oh yeah, then maybe it's Danish or Old Norwegian. This is.
No, this is.
It's an old book with recipes from my great grandmother.
I think it's written in
grandmother.
I think it's Norwegian, but Danish. You know what I mean?
It's
from.
same.
It's probably 100 years old.
It was my great grandmother.
How fun!
Who had it? And there are. Look at this. This is småkaker, small cakes.
To boil. Boiled, yeah.
They're koges.
Yeah.
And this is Christmas cakes. But you have to. Oh, there's a mosquito.
No, it's not a mosquito. It's a fly.
No, that's a mosquito. So this is Christmas cakes that you have to boil. This is so beautiful. And pudding.
Pudding, yeah.
Puddings. So I've now found this. I'm going to go through this and find something nice for Christmas.
And then we'll bake it.
Yeah.
Or make it.
But it takes time to get used to the letters.
Yeah.
Because
it's this kind of Gothic
font,
which is quite difficult to read.
But you get in. It's easy to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
So fiskesuppe.
Oh, fish soup. Very nice.
I'm happy.
Very nice.
I've been looking for this for a long time because.
Do you have a cover? Is there a cover or no?
I got it from my mother
and then your mom's handwriting. Oh, this is part of the book as well.
That's the index.
Yeah.
So I like to find these recipes.
Oh my goodness, this really is old.
This is older.
Look at this.
That's my grandmother's.
Look.
Oh yeah, you don't eat that anymore.
No. I don't even know if I could read this.
No, don't say it.
Say it here.
People will be shocked.
Yeah. Well, we've started saying. Okay, so we're not going to say what, because this will be shocking for many people.
I think there's more shocking food in this.
This will be shocking for many people if we say it out loud. But if you think back to Norway, 150 years ago, when we needed food, we ate these really big sea creatures. Oof. That we're not going to talk about because we don't eat that. Okay, we don't eat that, and we never will. But yeah, back in the day. So this is that thing's
and
meatballs.
There's an anchovies recipe here.
Oh yeah.
That's not good. Okay.
But yeah, so this is probably your mom's from the 60s.
No, this is my grandmother.
Your grandmother, so it's from the 40s when they ate that.
It's her
whale.
hand.
Sorry.
Oy.
Yeah.
Vanilla cream with whale.
Yeah. Not vanilla cream with whale.
And orange salad.
Meatballs of whale. Whale
that
meatballs.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it does actually.
A brown English cake.
Yeah.
And donuts.
Yeah.
We should try this. Skrull. Oh, this is another one. Melkeringer.
Mm-hmm.
These are like, you can't get these anymore. Okay.
So back to our knitting, Arne, because it's, after we talked about the whale, we need to go back to knitting to, forget about this. Back to knitting. So you've been doing the knit along, the scarf, and it's going really well.
I'm finishing this week.
Any other things that you might think of?
I was thinking about this one.
No, but I'm thinking about the scarf. Any other things
No.
that people might find challenging, or would you like to in some way sum up the difficulties people are having and how to fix it?
It seems like some people had a hard time starting, but I think if you put in those stitch markers, it should be fine. And I also think that I've read some like people try to figure out the mathematics or something.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that because we did it already.
So one of the mistakes I find...
So just follow, do what's written. And if you think, and I have to say, sometimes it's really hard to read a text because it's easy to get confused, but we also have the chart. So if you use a tape and you follow the chart and don't think, just do what you're told.
Yeah, but I wanted to say something, address something, because it's, from experience, we get some emails sometimes from people asking us, and a lot of people, they just read it. So they take a pattern and they read it.
Without trying.
Without trying and trying to make sense of what they're reading. And they do this because they say that they're very experienced. So we got a lot of emails that begin with, I've been knitting for 60 years,
Yeah.
And then you realize that the problem is they're reading it and trying to visualize it. And when we ask them, well, have you actually knitted it? They say no. And then we say, well, before we help you, we highly recommend you first pick up your knitting, or pick up your needles, get your yarn, sit down and follow the directions and just do it. And when people do that, sometimes there is a big issue that we need to address. Of course, sometimes there is. Sometimes there can be a mistake.
Like I've seen that, like even in books, they've been reading through. First we made them, and then there are like 2 or 3 other people have written through everything, and still there can be mistakes.
Yeah. But many times.
Sometimes...
Well, no, many times.
Yeah.
The problem is people are trying to make sense of it in their head and they can't. And instead, what they should do is to grab the needles, grab the yarns, cast on, and follow the directions step by step. And that actually helps a lot because then you're doing it at the same time as you're trying to understand what you're doing. It's much easier than just reading through a pattern.
But when you get like people tell you that they have 60 years experience and are experts on lace knitting, that gives you sleepless nights because it's like, what didn't I see? So like when we get those...
Oh, you mean when you wrote the pattern?
Yeah, I was reading through everything. I was knitting the report 2 times or the repeat just to be sure. I couldn't see anything. So I think the problem is that people overthink, maybe.
Yeah, they read it, they try to make sense of it, and then they kind of, in their mind,
I'm stupid because I can't see
in their mind, they try to figure out where they go, how to do it, and then when they sit down, they don't follow the directions anymore because they think they've got it. And actually, it's sometimes easier to just follow the directions and then think afterwards. So do it first and then.
And then I'll go look at the chart. Actually,
look at the chart is a very good.
I've done the chart today for this pattern.
That was a difficult one.
That was difficult, so that will be interesting to see how that will be received.
Yeah,
but I like to have the chart.
I mean, all in all, we do get very few emails about these things.
Yeah, but when it happens, it's like you really have to go through everything one more time.
Yeah, and it's not fun, especially if people keep asking the same thing, because then it means that we haven't done maybe an excellent job in the pattern. Maybe we have expressed ourselves in a way that was unclear one way or another. And that, of course, is something that is heavy on us. We kind of get a little bit bummed by that. And it's kind of like, we failed. It feels like we failed. But yeah, so that's what we recommend most of the times. Just do it. Just grab the yarn, grab the needles, cast on, don't think about it, and just do it. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Could be that there's an error there that we made. It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
So,
and then we fix
and then we're happy that you tell us.
When we can't find it, then it's really confusing.
Yeah. But I think that this thing, we have addressed it a couple of times already. So it should be clear for most people.
Yeah, and I casted on the stitches again, and I put in stitch markers, and it should work. If you put in stitch markers, I think, then you should know where you are.
Everybody has a stash of stitch markers.
Probably.
And if you don't cut different colors of yarn and put that in, that's a stitch marker too. You don't have to have them in silver or plastic or whatever. You can just use yarn as well. That's a great stitch marker. Everybody has some stash, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or if we can have ours.
Yeah, our stash.
We can share some of the stash. We have so much stash.
Yeah, well, be careful what you say. We're going to get bombarded now.
No, we can put that in the envelope with scraps.
That would be a great competition, and the winner gets to win our stash.
No, not all, but half of the stash.
We'd be ruined, though. So, you know, the cost for shipping all that would have probably been more than this house.
Oh, we have so much stash. Yeah, so
we do, yeah.
Okay, so and I have decided the new project this fall will be a sweater or a jacket from this catalog from Rowan that we designed. It's where is it? It's this one. This is something we will work on this fall.
Yep.
And because you were using this one on our tour in America.
I was, yeah. I love it.
And it looked really good on you.
It does.
And now we have ordered some light gray Norwegian wool because this is made in a cotton, but we will make it in Norwegian wool.
Yeah, and you've got the colors here already.
I have the colors. So now we will do the intarsia and we will use
the colors for the cardigan.
So it's not so
so we
different.
saw it in the US. This is one of the designs that we made for Rowan. And this is a summer collection. So this is made in cotton cashmere, this one here.
Yeah.
And you know, cotton and cashmere together is not really our favorite. Cotton in general is not a favorite of ours because cotton doesn't have any memory. So
wool.
It loses its shape quite a lot. So if you're knitting in cotton or if you wear something in cotton, as you wear it, it just expands. And then when you wash it, it shrinks and then it expands again.
But like living in Norway, we can wear wool also in the summer.
Yeah, but that would be a great winter. A floral.
Yeah, why not?
With these cold colors is a great winter.
And I think the colors are actually very close. It's the light blue one is not the same.
But it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter.
It's going to be beautiful.
You see on this one, the light blue is a little bit paler.
Put it closer to the... No. There you go.
There. So we're going to change the light blue with this one. But the dark blue is almost the same, and the gray. And
actually, it's this. The darkest blue is the outline of the flowers. It's this. Yeah. This is what we're doing.
So this will be fun.
And with wool, wool has a lot of memory. So when you wear the wool, it doesn't extend. It doesn't go out. It stays its shape, keeps its shape beautifully. So it's going to be lovely. And that means we'll be doing some intarsia tutorials. Yeah. This fall. We haven't done many.
We haven't done that before.
We haven't done intarsia.
And I'm not sure if we do it the way they do, like by the book, because I think...
Well, probably, I don't know.
I have no clue how other people do it.
I mean, we'll show it how we do it, and people can either do that or they can do it another way. Yeah. It's not, you know...
As long as it looks okay, it's good.
Absolutely.
So, but now we have these colors, and I ordered this one. This is on the way now. It's in the post, but we won't start it until, let me see, September maybe?
Yeah.
I think we should wait until September.
Yeah.
Because we have to finish a few other things. And then I've started a new project because I was a bit hooked on the butterflies. We made this butterfly pillow.
Yeah, so we made this butterfly pillow this summer and we've launched it. And if you want it, you can get it at the pattern at ARNECARLOS.com and just select the shop and you'll find it there.
Yeah, but what I'm doing now is I'm using the base square and I'm doing a tablecloth for the greenhouse. So the plan is to use the base or the square to make a table. I brought this out, Carlos, so you can to explain. So the idea is that the tablecloth should cover the base should cover the table. So I have no clue how many squares I need because I haven't been down there and checked. But I need more than this. So there will be what you call that? Firkant? A rectangle?
No, firkant is a square.
A square that covers the table, and then so there won't be any butterflies on top. And then the butterflies will be around here. I think that will be cool.
That will be beautiful.
It will be very like blooming. It's like.
And is this for the new dollhouse or for the old one?
No, I just took out this one to show the idea that it has to be flat on top. This is for a normal table. It's for the greenhouse.
Oh, the greenhouse. Sorry, I heard dollhouse.
You shouldn't knit and talk at the same time.
No, and I made a big something
because
here.
you. So see if this is. Think this is in. This is miniature. What did you do?
I did a.
But listen to me. This is the miniature of what's going to be in the greenhouse. Okay. And now there will be butterflies around here.
And I was hearing that it was for the dollhouse because, yeah. You know what? When we finish this podcast, the first thing you're going to have to do is fix my mistake.
But look, it's nice in cotton. It's a very, very simple crochet flower or square. But it's kind of effectful.
It is, yeah.
And then I will put butterflies, the same pattern, but in cotton, and put butterflies around. Is it called the skirt of the tablecloth? Is that the word? Skirt of the tablecloth? No.
Yeah, the
around.
Skirt.
Okay.
So it'll be nice.
That's my plan. So let me fix this, and then you can show what we got in the post.
Yeah.
Or what have you done? Or nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
It's just one stitch that it has.
No, I have done something there, please.
No, it's this one who is not knitted.
Yeah, so you see, I have done something. He is the best.
No, but
he does everything.
This was nothing.
Okay, I didn't do anything, so I can continue.
Then I can show this since you are knitting.
Yeah, well, so before you do, maybe you should tell.
You should tell.
Story. No, I'm knitting.
You should tell.
No, I'm letting you talk. I'm knitting.
But I don't remember.
Oh, if you say it wrong, I'll correct you.
Okay, we talked about our beetle broke down, and there was one person who gave us a tip.
Yep.
About a really good book that we needed, and we ordered it from Amazon, and now we have it. So it's this one. It's the How to Keep Your Volkswagen Alive, a manual of step-by-step procedures for the complete idiot.
Which is us.
We know nothing when it comes to cars, but we like to drive the Beetle. And I think this one is quite cool. But now we have to learn a lot of new English words. But I found that there's drawings like this. You can use this for coloring. See? When we are in the car and one of us is driving, the other one
like a little coloring book.
Yeah, the other one can color this. This is beautiful.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
There's like so many. There's other pages you can color everything actually.
And
even this one, this you can use this as for coloring. The paper is good for coloring. But we have to read it as well. So, and then I also got this one. This is the Haynes repair manual based on the complete teardown and rebuild. So if we find a Beetle or parts, we can actually put them together.
Really? Been there, done that.
Well, but the pictures?
And it wasn't even I who did it. It was a mechanic, and I was still exhausted.
But when I get a book like this, and you see these pictures, that's when I freak out. This is so not inspiring. Look, not inspiring. But
yeah, they're ugly. The pictures are hideous.
But still, we have the old engine for the Volkswagen somewhere. Maybe we should collect all pieces and put them together. No.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we shouldn't. No, not really.
Actually, I was knitting. I didn't hear what you're saying. What was it that we were supposed to put together?
Pieces of Beetles and make a new car.
No. Forget it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's what's going on in our life. We're doing all these things on YouTube this summer. It's the first summer we do that. Anna, Eric, and PJ are on holiday. So on Sundays, we're doing reruns, which we would like to request or ask you to watch them, even if you've seen them before. It could be that there's things you missed in them that are quite funny or quite good or useful. And if you watch them, it does help us reach our goals here on YouTube, getting that algorithm to work in our favor instead of working against us. So we would appreciate it if you watch those reruns. And then we've got a great schedule, don't we? Mondays, we're doing... What do we do on Mondays?
Pajamas gardener.
Shorts, yes.
Shorts.
So we have a little series on pajamas gardening. Every Monday we do one. Tuesdays we do...
Tuesday we do knitting.
So Tuesdays we
the
do...
knitting school.
Yeah, knitting school,
seconds.
learn to knit in 60 seconds. These are all YouTube shorts. Wednesdays we do...
Sit and knit for a bit.
Yep. Thursdays, what do we do on Thursdays?
Shenanigans.
No. That's on Fridays. So
No,
Thursdays is...
Garden. Pajamas gardener.
So 60-second pajamas gardener on Thursday. Friday we do... You said it
Shenanigans.
The ARNE CARLOS shenanigans, whatever, you know.
So that we do like anything.
It's a very open category, so you'll see loads of things. And, our friends, we have a surprise for you. We are now launching a new school on Saturdays. On Saturdays.
And then we do the crochet school.
So, first episode of the crochet school, Learn to Crochet in 60 seconds. We are going to do that on Saturday. And it's always, we post always at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime, which is noon Eastern Daylight Time, and it is 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And if you are in Sydney and Melbourne, it's 8 hours ahead of us. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 1 o'clock at night, right? No, 2. Yeah, 2 o'clock at night. And in Tokyo, it's 1 o'clock at night because Tokyo is 7 hours ahead of us. What?
It's always the same problem.
Yeah, time zones. So Arne's recommendation for time zones is go to your watch on your phone.
If you have a phone.
And look at world clock, and you can add Norway to it. Put Oslo, the city of Oslo. World clock will tell you what time it is in Oslo. And, you know, that's the way to find out. What 6 p.m.
Now I make it hard.
What 6 p.m. Central European time, which is Oslo time, what that is. I make it very hard, don't I?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're doing these shorts. They're doing really well. We're posting our shorts on YouTube, and we're also posting them on Instagram. But we would appreciate it if you, our dear YouTube friends, watch them here on YouTube. They actually, it's better for us if you do that. So every day, Arne. Every day.
That's every day.
Until August 10th, we will be posting something here on YouTube. And after August 10, we'll see what happens. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we will continue.
Then 2 times today.
I love the shorts. I love doing the shorts.
It's fun.
They're quite a lot of fun. And I think those we can do wherever we are, even traveling.
Yeah.
It's easy to do a short.
I like to do the shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I love the pajama gardeners. Now, I have been reading some comments about the pajama gardeners. Some people are wondering where the pajamas are.
Where they are.
Yeah, I mean, we don't wear the pajamas all the time. But you know what? We're actually doing this. We're not faking this. This is our life in our garden. So whenever we're out doing something, we film it.
And we're not wearing the pajamas the whole day.
Yeah,
that's just early in the morning.
Yeah,
and
or late at night. So we'll always go out in the garden. That's one of the first things we do. I mean, I have a cup of tea, I meditate, and then I go out in the garden. So that's always pajamas. Then I go in, I make breakfast. If the weather is really good, we'll have it in the garden. If the weather is really bad, we'll go indoors. Then I do some catching up on work for an hour, and then I'll change. By the time I change, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah. And from 9 o'clock until the evening, I will be wearing regular clothes, and so will you. And then,
well, regular? I'm not sure.
Well, clothes anyway.
Clothes.
And
because
then
when you're at home and there's no people around, we're not going anywhere. I've been wearing my bad trousers.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, around 7, 8, no, we usually dine at 7. Around 8 or 9, I'll take a shower and I'll change into my pajamas. And then I'll go out in the garden before we go to bed to just check everything out. Yeah. So.
And if the sun is out, it's nice to be on the deck.
Yeah.
Just looking at the sunset.
So if you see one of our shorts, YouTube shorts, and we are wearing our pajamas, then you can be sure that it's either early in the morning or late in the evening. If you are watching one of our YouTube shorts where we're not wearing pajamas, it means that it's daytime and we've already dressed.
And there's one thing you can be sure of. We're not wearing shorts on the shorts.
Oh, okay. We don't wear shorts, you mean?
No, we don't wear shorts.
I do.
I don't. I never wear shorts.
But only in the garden.
Yeah, hardly. So there's no shorts on the shorts.
No.
No. I try to be funny.
I know. No shorts on the shorts. Okay.
Okay.
I was knitting. I didn't really.
No, you shouldn't knit and do this because I'm losing you.
Yeah, I won't laugh at his jokes.
No.
Yeah. So we're also very interested to know. So tomorrow we have a meeting, which is the reason why we're doing this live. Oh, sorry, this pre-recorded, because the meeting is on a Wednesday and it's probably going to take the whole day. It's a very important meeting. And so we don't know if we have time to do it live tomorrow. And as Arne was saying in the beginning, we have had a lot of comments about it. People do enjoy it when it's not live. So what we would like to know in the comments here below is what you think. So tell us, do you want us to go live or do you want us to go pre-recorded? I think the way it's going now and based on the feedback so far, we are leaning towards doing the Sit in It for a bit pre-recorded. Also because we're going to be doing, also because we do members live streams on our YouTube channel for our members. And when we do those live, we're thinking that's enough live probably. So, yeah. But we see.
We'll see.
We see. We haven't decided yet.
Maybe something happens on the Monday and Tuesday and we have to go live because we don't have time to do.
Sometimes, yeah.
That also happens.
It does.
So
anyway, let us know what you think about that. If you want more content, consider becoming a member. Members get a lot of fun perks, among other things, cool emojis and badges. But members also get a weekly recap early in the morning on Mondays usually. There's a weekly recap on everything that's going around here, like a 10-minute quickie. Members also get live streams, Q&As, and knitting help. So that's actually the one reason why you should become a member, I think. And you can do that by visiting our website at arnecarlos.com. Or actually even better, here on our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel main page and join from there. And yeah, thank you for the support.
Thank you.
And as usual, just give us comments, likes, engage with our content. That helps us a lot. Mailing list is still the best way, especially if you're not a member of our channel. Mailing list is the best way to stay up to date with our shenanigans. Otherwise, members do get that special video that they can enjoy early in the morning with their coffee. And yeah, if you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you are, turn on your notifications.
It sounds like you're finishing now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We usually do an hour, and it's, we've done 58 minutes and 19 seconds.
You get so lost in your ribbing.
I think you're the one lost now.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm
so Arne is one of the fastest knitters I know, and, I am a slower knitter. So I started this in the end of April, the neck.
I'm not laughing.
So April, the first day I knitted this was April 30th.
But you have other things you need to
I have a lot of other things to do, yeah. So I put it down, I pick it up, and nowadays I'm only knitting this during sit and knit, so I only do like 2 rounds.
And you can't knit and talk.
But Arne, tell me, how long would it take you to knit this?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, tell me.
The rib?
The rib.
That's finished in a day.
So, okay.
Or during a day.
So Arne does the rib in a day. And I just want to say, kill me now. I mean, I've been doing this since April 29th.
There's so
30th.
many projects going on.
Yeah.
So I don't have time for spending that much time.
Yeah, but you do it in a day. I've been doing this since April 29th, and I'm halfway. I think I'm more or less halfway.
But then again, I create UFOs.
You do, yeah. You do, yeah, because you start a lot of things that you never end, and I don't do that. I will finish this, and probably when we get on the Svalbard Express in the middle of August, if I'm not finished then, I will finish it then. I really love doing this. I really, really love it. So I will finish it.
And you have to wear it.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear my Satstall jacket. That was a sweater.
Yeah,
if I find
the clasps.
The clasps.
Yeah. So anyway, quick knitter, slow knitter, very slow knitter, very quick knitter. But as I always say, it's the end result that counts. And you don't have to be a great knitter to be a good designer. That's where I kind of, right?
Yeah.
Tell me it's true.
It's true.
Okay. So thank you so much for watching. And is there anything else you want to add?
I you know, it's so warm.
Yeah.
Today. And we had to close the doors and the window.
Yeah.
There's no, what you call that? Trekk?
Yeah, when it rains. Yeah,
it stopped raining now. So.
We should have been sitting outside enjoying because it is warm. It's raining, but it's warm.
But it's windy.
Yeah. Now I'm going to finish my tea and I'm going to put this down and I'm going to pop down to the supermarket so that I could get some lunch for our meeting tomorrow because we have someone coming here.
I'm going to look for my clasps.
Yeah, clasps.
Clasps.
And then, Arne, we have to do one of those things that you don't really like.
Oh, what is that?
We have to tidy up a little for the meeting tomorrow.
Of course.
Especially the porch, the kitchen, and here. Yeah. I know.
Okay, we have to leave. So see you next time.
Thank you so much for watching. See you.
Bye.
Bye.